Apparently it's something that's absolutely baffled the former royal known as Meghan Markle. When you are an alleged narcissist, and I have to say that, it's very strange, isn't it? You think that your word is paramount, and of course, more importantly, everything that you would say or indeed offer, then seemingly, people would take notice. We found that out, didn't we, as Meghan tried to restructure the British monarchy in front of our late and wonderful monarch, Queen Elizabeth, with the offer of a half in, half out. And basically, she was literally stunned when that offer was rejected. Don't know why, really, do you? Fascinating when you think. But now she believes, alongside her husband, the former royal known as Prince Harry, that they should be part of this latest plan, and indeed would very much like to be included one way or another alongside His Majesty the King, King Charles. Let me explain. Morning, how are you? Nice to see you. Yes, I'm talking to you. I know you don't know you. That's right, you. I know. Well, I know Peanut could be watching. Yes. Well, at least I've got a fan there, haven't I? He doesn't answer back. Anybody's for a bowl of Whiskas. By the way, have you seen that? Yes. Price of that now. Did you know you could get Whiskas milk? Didn't realise that. I mean, milk's milk, isn't it? Why would you buy it just with a cat on? Do they care? Just give them a bowl of milk. It's just madness, isn't it? What you're forced to spend your money on, I'm sure when you tap it down next to Peanut or, Casey, and you say, I've got you some Whiskas milk, they won't care, will they? Just pour it, get on with it, A bit like our royal story of the day. Now, what I find fascinating about this is, as I've said, when you think about Meghan Markle, if you remember, she was going to dial in on that Megxit summit all the time back, remember, alongside Her Majesty the Queen. And she very adeptly said, no, that wouldn't be necessary. Meghan wouldn't be required. You can imagine the steam coming out of the ears, can't you, on that particular comment, But of course, Prince Harry has always had to face all of these things alone, all of the battles. But now it looks like there could be a simple change of heart, particularly see when it affects what they consider to be their power, their ruling. Now, this may seem very strange to many people because, as we know, it's less than a year since His Majesty the King ascended to the throne, and it was a spectacular day. I mean, if you were here in London, it really did feel historical. Started off rainy, but finished, quite beautifully. And of course, let's not forget, over the weekend, we had a wonderful concert headlined by the brilliant, I think, Lionel Richie. But it's now back to serious business of monarchy because, as one can imagine, when you have something like a scare like this, which was also, by the way, let me just point out, put into action long before that, well, apparently King Charles is planning his succession plan. And this is what all monarchs have to do. They have to have everything down in great detail. Now, the people, obviously, that will be invited into the succession plan are paramount to moving the monarchy forward. So where does that leave Harry and Meghan? Well, according to a very well-placed source, absolutely zero. And this was one of the pivotal things that allegedly Prince Harry would have liked to have a chat with his father when he came over for that dashing visit before zipping off down to Las Vegas and then on to Canada. You get the picture. Now, you see, the other side of the coin is, I've been told, and as ever we have to say allegedly, that Meghan herself truly believes that she could smooth the path over if only she could be afforded a little bit of time. There's a problem though, dear. You don't come to the United Kingdom because of security. So how would that work? Because it certainly wouldn't be down a Zoom chat, would it? But moving forward, this is truly what I've been told that Harry and Meghan are really steaming about behind the scenes, because obviously they know in the fullness of time, really, the final sort of plan would come down to His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, Prince William. And the way it fits right now, he can barely be bothered to utter his own brother's name. And Meghan Markle certainly wouldn't feature into anything. So quite frankly, these are very worrying times. Of course, when you also point out the fact that, if Meghan's so keen to spend some time with, of course, Harry's father, why is she not so keen to spend any time with her own father? But then again, he doesn't have a succession plan, does he? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.